Hello, you're welcome back. We are still dealing with indices, and now we are going to solve some questions under indices. My name is Harrison, and I teach mathematics. I've made many videos covering different topics. You can check my other videos using my link on the board. So we have 3 questions, and then we have to start from number 1. And please, I would like you to subscribe after watching. Some of the topics I've treated is so explanatory that you understand whatever is there. And then if there's any question, you are free to put it in the comment section so that I will look at it in my next video. Let's start. Number 1, we have to solve this equation. Solution. We have 2 raised by x all squared minus 3 times 2 raised by x plus 2 equal to 0. Well, in order to continue, we have to represent 2 raised by x by something so that it will be a bit easier for us to solve. So, in order to do that, let 2 raised by x be a, for instance. So that means anywhere I see 2 raised by x, I'll now replace it with a. So that will give us a squared minus 3 times a plus 2 equal to 0. You have seen that in continuation, we have turned this into a quadratic equation. So, okay, so that means we have a squared minus 3a plus 2 equal to 0. Then we have to factorize. We look for 2 numbers that will multiply to give us plus 2. And when we add or subtract, we get the middle number. And the 2 numbers will be minus 1, minus 2. So minus 1, minus 2, the numbers will be the coefficient of this letter a. So that means we break it down. We now have a squared minus 2a minus a plus 2 equal to 0. And then in order to continue, we simplify further by factorizing. Here, we factorize by grouping. What is common here is a. We have a minus 2. What is common here is 1. A minus 2. Remember that because of this bracket, we have to put the minus here and then we have minus, because if you open the bracket, you are coming back here. So this is equal to 0. And that means that a minus 1 into a minus 2 is equal to 0. That shows that a minus 1 is either 0 or a minus 2 equal to 0. Finally, a is either 1 or a equal to 2. Then at this point, we have to go back to our initial point where we represented a by 2 raised power x, because we are looking for the value of x. So if a is equal to 1, that is the same thing as 2 raised power x. So that this will lead us to 2 raised power x equal to 2 raised power 0. Why? Because any number raised by 0 is 1. From here, we can see that x is equal to 0. So we have gotten our first value for x. Okay, if x is equal to 2, for instance, it then means that 2 is equal to 2 raised power x. Remember, 2 is the same thing as 2 raised power 1. So it means that 2 raised power 1, sorry, let me do the explanation. Let me put the explanation in a way. So it means that A is equal to 2 raised power x, which is equal to 2. And then 2, as I said earlier, is the same thing as 2 raised power 1. Therefore, x is equal to 1. Finally, x is equal to either 0 or 1. And that's the final answer to that question number 1. So you can see the way we started from the beginning by representing 2 raised power x by a letter and then going down to simplify further. That is the end of question number 1. So we quickly go over to question number 2. And question number 2, we have 3 raised power 2x plus 6 times 3 raised power x minus 27 equal to 0. Again, we apply the same formula, and that means that we have let 3 raised power x equal to c, for instance, so that we have 3 raised power x squared plus 6 times 3 raised power x minus 27 equal to 0. Now, in continuation, come over here. Come over here and have c squared plus 6c minus 27 equal to 0. Well, we have to do the same thing. We find the two factors of 27 that will give us 27 when we multiply. And when we add or subtract, we have 6. And that should be 9 and 3. Then you check the one that will be negative because since we have positive here, it means that 9 will be positive, while 3 will be negative. So this will now lead us to c squared plus 9c minus 3c minus 27 equal to 0. And then in order to continue, we factorize as usual. We have c bracket c plus 9 minus what is common here? We have the 3 bracket c plus 9 equal to 0. Because we know that if you open the bracket here, you are coming back. So that would be c minus 3 into c plus 9 equal to 0. And from there, we have c minus 3 is either 0 or c plus 9 equal to 0. So that means that c is either 3 or c equal to minus 9. Then we go back to our normal, we go back to where we say let 3 raised by s equal to c. So if c is equal to 3, that means that c equal to 3 raised by x, which is equal to 3 raised by 1. Because 3 is the same thing as 3 raised by 1. So this will give us x is equal to 1. We have succeeded in finding the answer to what of if c is equal to 9, it then means that if c is equal to minus 9, it's not 9, minus 9, it then means that c equal to 3 raised by x, which is equal to minus 9. In this case, means there's no solution here because there's no way we can raise 3 to power of x to give us minus 9. So the one we are not going to accept this. Therefore, x is equal to 1. So this is the answer to this question. And then we go over quickly to question number 3. Again, you see how we started, and then finally we arrive at the answer. So the third question we have 3 raised by b is equal to 8. And we are looking for the value of b. You can see that there's no way you can raise the power of 3 to either a positive number or so to give us 8. So this one will involve taking the log of both sides to base 10, and then we'll be able to find the value of b. That means log 3 raised by b is equal to log 8 to base 10. We have taken the log of both sides to base 10. So coming over again, we have b log 3 to base 10 is equal to log 8 to base 10. But remember that we're looking for log, we're looking for the value of b. So in that case, we now have b is now equal to log 8 to base 10 all over log 3 to base 10. And that is, you go over to use your four-figure table or calculator, and that will give you 0.9031 all over 0.4771. So when you go for that to divide, you need to divide this. That will give us 1.8929. That's our final answer to question number 3. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If there's any question, you put it in the comment section so that I will look at it and find solution in my next video. Thank you.